Welcome to English with Adventure. Elon Musk, the billionaire entrepreneur and CEO of Tesla and SpaceX, has announced his resignation from his advisory role with the United States government following a growing rift with former President Donald Trump over a controversial new tax bill. The decision, which came after months of escalating tension between Musk and the Trump-aligned faction of the GOP, marks a significant political and symbolic break for one of the world's most influential tech leaders who once walked a fine line between innovation and political cooperation. Musk, known for his ambitious ventures in space exploration, electric vehicles, and AI, has long maintained a complex relationship with Washington, balancing his desire for government collaboration on critical technological advancements with a fiercely independent vision for the future. Initially brought into the government's orbit as a high-profile advisor during Trump's first term, Musk had participated in various councils related to technology, manufacturing, and economic innovation, even after occasionally clashing with the administration on climate change, environmental regulation, and immigration policy. However, the latest dispute surrounding the GOP's newly introduced tax bill, seen by critics as disproportionately favoring oil companies, defense contractors, and traditional manufacturing over clean energy and high-tech sectors, proved to be the breaking point. The bill, which passed the House and is expected to move through the Senate in the coming weeks, includes a provision to slash electric vehicle incentives, reduce research and development tax credits, and cut funding to NASA's private contractor programs, all of which directly impact Musk's companies. In a statement released on his social media platform X, formerly known as Twitter, Musk wrote, "After careful consideration, I can no longer support a government policy direction that fundamentally undermines the progress of sustainable energy, scientific research, and the future of humanity. I am stepping down from my advisory role effective immediately." The announcement triggered immediate reactions from political leaders, corporate executives, and environmental activists alike, with many praising Musk for taking a principled stand against policies seen as regressive, while others criticized him for abandoning an opportunity to influence change from within. The White House responded by downplaying Musk's departure, stating through a spokesperson that, while Mr. Musk's contributions have been appreciated, the administration continues to engage with a wide range of business leaders across sectors. However, sources inside the administration have indicated that Musk's criticism struck a nerve, particularly given his broad popularity with younger Americans, investors, and technology professionals. The break with Trump is also personal as much as political, as Musk had publicly endorsed some of Trump's deregulation initiatives in the past and had attended closed-door meetings with top officials on energy and infrastructure. Yet as the former president's influence resurged in Republican circles ahead of the 2026 midterms, many in the party embraced a hard-right agenda that diverged sharply from Musk's pro-science, pro-technology worldview. Analysts note that the new tax bill's provisions would have serious ramifications for Tesla's market competitiveness, especially as China and the European Union ramp up subsidies for electric vehicles and clean energy innovation. Similarly, SpaceX's reliance on NASA contracts for lunar missions and satellite launches could be jeopardized if funding cuts proposed in the bill are enacted. Environmental groups quickly rallied behind Musk, with the Sierra Club, Greenpeace, and the Sunrise Movement issuing joint statements calling on other business leaders to follow Elon's example and speak truth to power when the future of the planet is at stake. Meanwhile, investors responded with mixed signals, with Tesla shares dipping slightly in pre-market trading amid uncertainty over regulatory support, but rebounding after Musk clarified that his companies would continue to innovate and grow independently of political winds. This episode adds to the growing debate about the role of private enterprise in public policy and the extent to which billionaires should be involved in shaping national decisions. Critics argue that Musk's resignation, while dramatic, reflects an over-personalized view of governance, while supporters counter that disengagement is sometimes the only ethical option when public policy threatens core principles. The incident also casts a spotlight on the future of bipartisan cooperation in an increasingly polarized political landscape. Musk's departure may signal a broader realignment of tech industry leaders who feel alienated by traditional political structures and may opt instead for grassroots engagement or global partnerships. In a final note during a live-stream discussion hosted on X Spaces, Musk said, "Politics should serve the future, not the past. My mission remains building a civilization that reaches the stars, thrives on Earth, and respects the power of innovation to lift all of humanity. I will continue to pursue that mission with or without government approval." Whether this high-profile resignation will prompt a rethink within Washington or simply mark another chapter in the ongoing tension between Silicon Valley and Capitol Hill remains to be seen. But what is certain is that Elon Musk has once again chosen disruption over conformity, staking his legacy on bold action in the face of ideological resistance. Elon Musk's departure from the White House ends one of the most unorthodox roles by a private citizen in U.S. policymaking. Appointed to cut bureaucratic bloat and boost innovation, Musk rapidly gained influence over federal agencies, pushing sweeping deregulations, budget cuts, and new technology funding rules. Supporters praised his reforms. Critics warned they were reckless and damaging, defunding programs like climate research, rural broadband, and transportation projects Musk deemed outdated. Morale at agencies such as the Department of Energy and FAA collapsed, with some officials resigning amid what they saw as a hostile takeover. Musk also reshaped AI policy, promoting open-source standards and minimal oversight, clashing with defense officials over militarization. While admired by libertarians and tech elites, he alienated many in Congress by bypassing protocols, including directly issuing downsizing memos and attempting to centralize power under a national innovation directorate he aimed to lead. The White House called his role temporary and experimental. Frustrated by government inertia, Musk announced his exit, saying, "You can't innovate in a system designed to preserve the past. The future won't wait." His departure shocked political and economic circles, especially in space, energy, and AI sectors. International observers welcomed it, and Musk's companies distanced themselves from his political role. For many in tech, his tenure was a bold, if bruising, attempt to break institutional deadlock. Whether seen as a visionary reformer or overreaching tycoon, Musk's time in power has reshaped the debate over Silicon Valley's place in government. If you enjoy the video, please like, subscribe, and share.